Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jerome here with another Warhammer Total War online commentary. So in this particular live BattleCast, I forgot to mention, I will be playing the Warriors of Chaos. So definitely a faction I've been neglecting a lot, and I definitely feel bad, so hopefully I can do them justice. So I'm going to go ahead and get the Lore of Fire. I really like it for just infantry support. The armor piercing is great, and just an all-around good stats, in my opinion. So also getting an Exalted Manticore, an Exalted Hero on a Manticore with a Chaos Lord also on a Manticore. So these guys will be my goon squad, and hopefully they'll be able to take out enemy leadership. So I'm also going to get another Exalted Hero, but with this one, I'm going to get both the Mark of Khorne as well as the Blasted Standard for that missile defense against the Empire missile troops. So we'll see how that goes. So right now, I think, guys, I want to play a Monsters comp. So let's go ahead and get a front line of Marauders. Again, these are just fodder units, just pretty low stats across the board. But what it does is it opens up the door to these big, scary beasties back here. So let's go ahead and just get two giants here. Let's get some Chaos Spawn. And I don't know how this is going to go, guys. He probably is going to bring, like, Demogryph Knights and other troops like that are just, I don't know. Part of me wants to cut this Exalted Hero, which I think I will, just to get more monsters. So let's see how this pans out. I could just get, like, a Gore Beast Chariot, which would be really funny. But these Chaos Spawn are pretty decent against Empire infantry, but again, they don't have the armor piercing against the Great Swords, and I feel like the Chaos Trolls just route far too easy. So let's go ahead and get some more fodder infantry. So what am I lacking right now? I mean, these guys will bring armor piercing to the table, and they'll, stay the course, to say the least. So let's go ahead and bring another Chaos Spawn, maybe? Is that what we're thinking, guys? You want to go with the two Chaos Spawn, or I feel like I need more fodder. Let's just get some more armor-piercing infantry here. Maybe just one group here, and then I have enough for some hounds, which will provide me some flexibility here. So let's go ahead and buff here, buff here. Let's just put some chevrons in the giants. Why not? So I think we're ready to party, guys. Oh, did I forget to get rid of these spells? I did. Okay, guys. Well, it looks like we're going to be using some Lore of Fire spells that we don't traditionally use, but let's see how it goes. Ran out of time there. Guy was pretty quick at picking his army. Maybe he had one of those prefabricated armies. We'll see. Anyways, that's probably a video I'll be doing soon. Is I actually do have prefab armies that I use, especially with greenskins. So depending on the matchup, I'll load in a different army, and it's pretty good if you don't want to spend a lot of time clicking through all the abilities and that type of thing. So I'm thinking perhaps I'll load another video with that type of information. So we'll see how this Chaos composition pans out. It's definitely tough. If he does bring Demogryph Knights with Halberds, I really have to make sure that the Giants are mixed in with the fodder units so they don't get surrounded by those guys. So let's go ahead and get the front line of these guys. Leading them here is going to be the Giants, and then we can put the Chaos Spawn a little further back because I like to plug them in depending on the circumstances. So here I'm going to put this group here, this group here. So we'll see how this formation pans out. It should be fun. This comp is definitely a little flimsy. A little weird, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun to play. So we can put the Chaos Sorcerer. He can stylistically be in the middle of that group there. Then I have a group of Hounds here who... Hopefully he brought some missile infantry for me to target, but I don't know. We'll see, guys. Oh boy. That's not good. Just all halberdiers and, like, great swords. Oh, man. Maybe he was expecting this. Okay. Let's see how this goes, guys. Should be fun. So I'm going to just fly over with these Manticores. He has nothing to, like, stop me from flying. So I'm just going to... Who do I... Oh, there's a Witch Hunter. Okay, that's a pretty good target for my leadership here. So let's go ahead and send the Hounds up and around here and just advance the troops. He has a really good composition against me. The one thing that he could maybe use would be some, like, handgunners, because they're really good against Giants. Although they're not, like, terribly armored, but just having some sort of missile troops, even if it was just, like, crossbowmen, would be pretty good. So it looks like he's just following my Hounds with his Demogryph Knights over there. So let's go ahead and be careful. And also I have to watch out for the accusation that the Witch Hunter may bring. So I might wait to bring in my Manticores and then land them shortly afterwards. So in his front line, he has no real armored troops. So I'm just going to try and tie him up with fodder here and then send these guys up and around here and up there. That should be fine. Let's put them in a separate group. So I'm going to hotkey them to group 4, get my leadership up here, make sure they're ready to go. And look at all these abilities. I never use these. You guys want to see it? We want to have some fun? We're thinking about it. You want to do the burning head here? I think that would be pretty cool. Let's freaking do it. Let's have some fun. Right in the middle. All right, guys, it's showtime. I don't know if I've ever cast that ability in a multiplayer game. Oh, that is just so terrible. Oh, God. All right, it's going. It's going, guys. The battle's developing. Got my Hounds back here. So it looks like he's might be going after the hounds here. So, okay, so that did pretty much absolutely nothing here. So let's get the giants out in the wings here. I want to engage them on the greatswords, which is the plan. I'll send in one group here, and we can send in these guys on the witch hunter here. Let's get these guys up and around. It looks like he's just chasing these. So let's bait him around and just send those guys doing laps here. I'm gonna go ahead and engage here. I got a nice jump on that guy. That was really clutch here. So let's get the giant engaged here. We can just go ahead and send him in now that the fodder units have kind of gone, and we'll send these guys in after the greatswords here. So remember, Lord of Fire has very short cooldowns on your buffs, so just spam those guys. And look, he got baited off by those guys. So now I'm just gonna come in here and try and tie them down. And it looks like I was able to clean that guy up pretty well. So let's go ahead and send that Exalted Hero after him, just to make sure he doesn't come back and accuse me of various things. And these guys are now in position, so let's go ahead and get the flank here. And things are going okay, actually. And hopefully these hounds can catch those guys. And the Chaos Sorcerer is going to keep that guy off the battlefield and get in there, get a nice rear charge. And Cascading Fire Cloak is now up, so you want to use it like right here, because it's going to hit all of this, including the monstrous units in the back line. And though those hounds did engage the Demogryph Knights, it's very good, because they're just tying them up. Those guys aren't doing anything. They're not on the giants. So let's move this guy in the middle, make sure to get my leadership buff, and make sure you get that guy off the battlefield. I do not want accusation going on. Just use that. Looks like the great swords are doing pretty good, and the fodder units are holding really well, actually, believe it or not. So I got to make sure to get my sorcerer her trapped, and he's going to come in here and get a nice little rear charge now, which is definitely problematic, but the giants are doing quite good. This one is in a bit of a precarious situation, so let's try and move it through and away. And let's get a rear charge here. I think that would be good, or actually let's got to deal with those great swords first. So that's going pretty well. Let's get this Exalted Hero back in here. And remember, guys, keep cycling through your buffs here. It really makes a difference. It turns these you know, kind of crappy Chaos Infantry into pretty decent machines of war. So it looks like this Sorcerer might be kind of trapped here. So let's go ahead and get him out, and we can pull in the Exalted Hero to help out over there. And I really want to get this giant out. That would be huge for me if I can like path him over here. It's a much more cost-effective combat situation over here. And it looks like my lord is taking quite a beating right now. So let's go ahead and use his potion. And these troops need to push through here, and that actually went okay. So now both the giants are together. I have a very concentrated force, and it seems like I'm being targeted pretty heavily with something here. Looks like maybe his great swords are doing that, but these guys a lot of his guys are actually running now, which is great. So let's go ahead and chase these guys here. We'll use the acceleration ability. And I just want to kind of zerg around now. This is his death ball, and I've developed my own death ball. So that's the way it's going to be from now on, guys. And it looks like his General of the Empire did use his one potion, which is good. So I'm going to go ahead and get some targeting on him. I think he needs to be punished a little bit. So right now, I still have a decent fodder core here versus his troops, but I have to be careful because he can easily, you know, snipe me out with those Demogryph Knights, and you can see they're getting a pretty good charge in there. Let's use the Cascading Fire Cloak here, and let's start working on those Demogryph Knights, guys. It's going to be really crucial to get those guys down. So I do have some units coming back from route. Let's go ahead and engage his routing units here. Just got to hope these giants can hold the line, and I'm kind of out of Winds of Magic now, so this is just fisticuffs now, guys. It's definitely dicey, but he has so many troops that are just coming back. Let's get these guys back here, and my lord is holding the line pretty well. Got some hounds who came back from route, so let's go ahead and send those up here. And my lord is in trouble here. He's getting surrounded by those Demogryph Knights, so let's go ahead and pull him back just a little bit. We got this giant here who's doing pretty good work, I would say. And let's go ahead and engage him against these like units who are kind of shaken, and use some encouragement. And these troops need to come back ASAP. The hounds are going to make a big difference, actually, for keeping the routing units from coming back. So let's go ahead and charge these great swords. I do not want them getting back in there. Unfortunately, those Demogryph Knights with halberds are doing just some great work against me, which is exactly what I didn't want. Thankfully, giants have extremely high leadership, so they're able to hold for quite some time. And it looks like that was a nice hit there. He's making some good contact. So let's get a rear charge right in here. And my lord over here is, you know, great swords are pretty strong. I mean, they might be able to get him down. That's definitely a concern. But this one giant's in pretty good health. I got some marauders coming back from route. So let's see how this goes. Let's pull my lord up and around here. Got a nice rear charge there, which was quite a big leadership hit. But you see, he's targeting my lord now, so I have to be very careful here. It looks like his Demogryph Knights kind of got ran off. Looks like, is that the only one left? All right, perfect. So now I got the lord mixed in with some of my fodder infantry, which is going to provide some good encouragement here. Get a nice contact there. And let's go ahead and re-engage these halberdiers here. That's definitely going to be nice. And the poison with the hounds is going to be quite good as well. Thankfully, those Demogryph Knights are now broken. Come on, get in there, guys. Get in there. Very nice. Get these guys over here. Get the Chaos Lord here. Make sure to activate all of his different buffs. And it looks like the General, or the Empire Captain here is quite low as well. So let's see if I can snipe him down. And man, those hounds coming back was very clutch. And again, when you're playing with fodder type compositions, you have to be, you know, very cognizant that they will rout very quickly and they will come back from rout very quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and chase down his General of the Empire here and then use the hounds here. Oh man, this is a close battle, guys. Get the Lord down there. The Giant needs to get over there. Get the poison as well. The poison's going to be very clutch at getting rid of these guys. Nice, very timely encouragement. Hopefully these guys can get back before this battle's over. It looks like my Chaos Sorcerer did come back, so that's a huge plus. And he still has the Arcane Conduit to get his additional Winds of Magic back. So this, oh, let's get this General of the Empire. Man, he is low. If I can get him down, that's going to be a huge plus. Come on, boys, get him, get him, get him. Let's have some fun. It looks like he might go down here. It depends. I have to be really careful because he could easily just kill my Chaos Sorcerer. So let's just get this Giant attacking him. Oh man, this is bad. I need to get in there, get some damage. I need to find his General of the Empire. Where's that guy? He's hiding back here. Oh, it looks like he's broken. And that Giant is causing some, you know, giving my opponent some terror issues, and a lot of his things are wavering. And let's get these hounds back. These hounds came back from rout. Man, clutch timing on all this stuff, huh? This guy needs to just needs to freaking croak right now. This Giant is just an absolute trooper. So let's land those. Come on, get down there. Sometimes it can be buggy with those type of troops when, you know, the aerial units are circling and all that. But gosh, this is such a close battle. And it looks like this is pretty much all he has. And these poison hounds are just going to be great for finishing the deal. And this Chaos Sorcerer is in pretty good health as well. So let's go ahead and use the buff here just to give them armor piercing as well as defensive stats. And that's it, guys. Wow. That was a really good battle. Just down to the wire. So thankfully I was able to get around those Demogryph Knights. But honestly, that could have gone either way. That was really, really close. And that Witch Hunter, I was able to get a really nice initial dive on him with the 2 Manticores. So I think that was huge because if that Witch Hunter had been able to cast Accusation throughout the course of the battle, it could have gone really badly. And the fodder infantry, they actually generated great results. If you look, these Chaos Marauders got 62 kills, 47, 23. And they were fighting halberdiers, which aren't pushovers. So that's definitely a testament to the lore of fire and how much more combat effective it can make your low tier troops. So really good game to my opponent, God Emperor of Mankind. It was a lot of fun. I look forward to seeing you again on ladder and just want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed that game and talk soon.